Welcome, Demon Nation, to Demon Stadium, where we got our final district game of the season here for the Lady Demons as they take on the Lady Highlanders from Lawton MacArthur. Lady Demons looking to stay this season, and this will be it right here. If they can get a W here at Demon Stadium tonight, they will finish unblemished in district play. They've already wrapped up the 1 seed in the district. They will start, let's see, as you can hear in the backdrop, the announcers reading off starting lineups. We'll get that for you here shortly. I'm going to pause here for the national anthem. All right, we're ready for action. I'm going to go through the starting lineups for you. In the field, your Lady Demons will look like this right here. Catching, Madison Von Felt. First base, Jaylee Roebuck. Second base, Hallie Robinson. Shortstop, Finley Davis. Third base, Shiley Orr. Right field, Jalen Reed. Center fielder, Mallory Taylor. And left field, Alice Cartabia. I believe it's senior night here at Demon Stadium as the Lady Demons honor, I believe, 5 seniors. 5 seniors here on senior night. And in the circle for the Lady Demons, the Tulsa commit, the senior herself, McKenna Wilson. Going to be a good one here. As I mentioned before, the Lady Demons have finished first in the district, and they will be hosting a home field regional that will include the Lawton MacArthur Lady Highlanders and El Reno, along with the Duncan Lady Demons. That'll start this coming Wednesday. Your MacArthur batting lineup will look like this right here. Batting first, Alicia Nance. Batting second, Kalea Brown. Batting third, Olivia Santos. Batting fourth, Dylan Andrews. Batting fifth, Grace Adair. Batting sixth, Peyton Capps. Batting seventh, Addison Meyer. Batting eighth, Hannah Santos. And batting ninth, Cadence White. So here we go, Demon Nation. One last home district game for the season before I think there is one more home field game against Lindsay next Tuesday, so the Lady Demons will play here one more time. Well, here we go. McKenna Wilson toes the rubber and brings the first pitch, and it is a bunt foul that goes off of Von Felt, who's a little shooken up on the play. As I mentioned, this is Alicia Nance for the Lady Highlanders. Timeout on the field as they check on Madison. Hopefully she's okay. As I mentioned, the seniors on this squad that we're on here tonight on senior night is Finley Davis, McKenna Wilson, Jaylee Roebuck, Jalen Reed, and our Elisa Cartabia. Excited to honor them here at senior night as that pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike for Nance. Here's the 1-1 up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wherever you're listening in tonight, welcome. Glad you're tuning in. Good to have you. 2-1's fouled off, 2-2. I'm Jimmy Akers with the Duncan High School live stream team. Glad to bring this to you here tonight. It's been an honor most of the season. We got a little late start, but we're ready to go. Here's your 2 ball, 2 strike pitch. Got her on that outside corner, strike 3. The senior McKenna Wilson on senior night gets her first K of the evening. That'll bring up Kalia Brown for the Lady Highlanders. First pitch is in for a strike. One ball, one strike.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
For Brown. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. McKenna went way outside on that one, got her to chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Brown fouls that one to the backstop and out of play. Got a little better, wider angle for the camera for you tonight. Should be able to see all the action. Thankful for Rob Harvey working hard. As your 1-2 pitch misses in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Kalea Brown. Here's your 2-2. Just misses up and out. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Just underway. There's a slow rolling ground ball to Hallie Robinson, who scoops it up, makes the throw over to Jaylee Roebuck, and 1 away.
Now batting number 1, Olivia Santos.
Nice concentration there by Hallie. That ball had just a little bit of juice on it. She had to cover some ground. Gets that ball scooped up, makes a good throw over to first base to Jaylee to put that one away, and there's 2 away here. That brings up Olivia Santos, who will look at strike 1 on that outside corner. Just misses low. Nice breeze out here today. Clear skies, sunny. Misses in. 2 balls, 1 strike. Lady Demons in the all blacks for senior night. Got the black jerseys with the red Duncan and the red numbers across the chest. Black pants, black socks. As the 2-1's fouled off. Looking sharp, but they're wearing the blackout on what might be the hottest day of the month so far. Here's your 2-2 pitch, 2 outs. Fouls it off. Lady Highlanders are wearing a pink A4 type jersey. I can't tell. I think that says MacArthur across the chest. Green MacArthur off running, but blue rings her up for strike 3, and that'll do it for the Lady Highlanders in the top of the first inning. Well, the Lady Demons going to grab their bats and get some offense going here in the bottom half of the inning. You're listening to Duncan Lady Demons Softball, brought to you by Sparklight. Welcome back to Demon Stadium, where we get going on offense here for the Lady Demons in the bottom half of the first inning. Top half of the first inning, Lady Demons were able to put them down 1-2-3. And we'll get things going tonight with one of our 5 seniors, the Reed Rocket, the young speedster. Who will put a bunt up and over the backstop. That almost came right back into our window, guys. Chris tried to make a catch on it. She got underneath that bunt, pushed it up. No balls, 1 strike. Shows bunt, puts it on the ground at third base. You can forget about it. Good hard throw, and he got her. Wow, that usually does not happen. Great concentration there by Kalea Brown, who bunt was pushed at her pretty hard, but she did a real good job of ranging in and making a good hard throw across the diamond and retired the speedster, Jalen Reed. That brings up Mallory Taylor for the Lady Demons. That first pitch will miss up high, ball 1. Pitching for the Lady Highlanders is Grace Adair. Kind of a check swing foul ball, out of play. I can probably count on the number of hands all season long you've seen a third baseman throw out Jalen Reed on a bunt. That just don't happen very often. Here's your 1-1 pitch. Good hard hit, just foul. That's a double for Mallory if that gets through. Fair. But as it is, it's a long strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Lady Demons trying to get on the board early here. Oh, 1-2 pitch hits her wrist. Mallory will head to first base, hit by pitch. That'll give the Lady Demons a 1-out base runner. Here's Ray Crow for the Lady Demons, who, if you were here during the pink out game, opened up the offense with a 3-run blast to left center. Off to second goes Mallory Taylor. She'll be in with a stand-up stolen base. Great jump there by Mallory, showing the speed. Didn't even have to slide. She was there all day. So now Lady Demons with 1 out have a runner in scoring position. Popped up and out of play. Good hard cut there by Ray. Ray's got the power. She connects. It's going to go somewhere hard and fast. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. No score here. So 1-1 misses up. 2 balls, 1 strike. Lady Demons looking to strike first. Popped up on the infield. Catcher ranges back into foul territory and drops it. Wow.
Let's go, Ray.
Ray Crow just got handed a gift. And I tell you, from a defensive standpoint, when Ray gives you those opportunities, you better take them. So here we go. Ray steps back in, 2 balls, 2 strikes. See what Ray can make of this redo. Pop fly to center field. Center fielder ranges over, makes the catch, 2 away.
Now batting, number 36, your senior, McKenna Wilson.
So with 2 outs and a Lady Demon on second base, the senior pitcher McKenna Wilson will step in to try to knock this run in. Hard swing foul out of play. Really like to see here on senior night McKenna Wilson get a hold of one. Mallory got the speed. She'll score easily from second base. She can find some green. So 0-1 misses. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Lady Demon on second base. We are in the bottom of the first inning, scoreless on senior night. There's a pop fly to right field. It could be trouble. Oh, but the second baseman ranges over right at the foul line and makes the catch to end the inning. So the Lady Demons strand one as we head to the top of the second inning, scoreless. Softball brought to you by Sparklight. Go to your local Spark. See Olivia or Lauren about pricing options. Sparklight, an amazing product. We'll be right back. You're listening to Duncan Lady Demon Softball, brought to you by Sparklight. Here we go back to action. In the top of the second inning, still scoreless. Dylan Andrews will get things going for the Lady Highlanders here in the top of the second. As mentioned before, it's senior night. We'll have senior festivities directly after the varsity game here. We'll stay logged in and streaming for y'all to see that. First pitch is in for strike one. Andrews swings through the 0-1, 0-2. Here's your 0-2 pitch. Inside corner, ring it up, strike three. Great pitch location there by McKenna Wilson. She had moved that eye direction, came in on her. Got her, strike three, 1 away. That's the first pitch to Adair. Is in for a strike. Adair fouls off that 0-1. She's quickly behind 0-2 here. Again, you're seeing McKenna Wilson just command these hitters, staying ahead in the count, working ahead. Changing eye direction, moving the ball over the zone. Swing and a miss on that inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got her same spot on that inside. Strike three. McKenna is dealing on senior night. That brings up Peyton Caps for the Lady Highlanders. Trying to get some kind of offensive production going for the Highlanders. That first pitch misses up for ball 1. Shows bunt. Fouls that bunt off. You're seeing some kind of offensive adjustment here for the Lady Highlanders. They're having trouble hitting McKenna, and they're going to try to just go to some small game to at least try to get some kind of production. Open it up. She shows bunt again. This time she bunts it foul. The problem I'm seeing with the bunt for them is McKenna's throwing the ball so hard that by the time they're making an adjustment to the bunt to the ball, they're just behind on it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss inside. That'll do it. That's 3. McKenna Wilson flexing the muscle in the circle for the Lady Demons. And we head to the bottom of the second inning, scoreless. You're listening to Duncan Lady Demons Softball, brought to you by Sparklight. Welcome back to the bottom of the second inning, Demon Nation, where Lady Demons are trying to strike first here on offense to get some points on the board. We're tied at 0. Lady Demons will get things going with one of the seniors, senior Jaylee Roebuck, senior first baseman. First pitch from Adair is up for ball 1. There's a good hard hit to right field. It's going to get over the head and to the wall. Jaylee around first, head to second base where she's in with a leadoff stand-up double.
Now batting number 7, Shali Orr.
Great piece of hitting by the senior right there with a leadoff double. That brings up Shali Orr for the Lady Demons, who's got something going here in the bottom of the second. Big lead there for Jaylee. That pitch misses. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes on Shali Orr. Three balls, no strikes. I think Coach Miller will have Shali on a take sign here. 3 balls, no strikes. She looks at strike 1 on that low side of the zone there. Shali thought that was a ball and was already headed to first. Your 3-1. Skips off the ground, ball 4. Shali will head to first base, and the Lady Demons have runners on first and second with no outs. That brings up another senior for the Lady Demons, Finley Davis. No balls, 1 strike. Lady Demons on first and second. We're in the bottom of the second inning, still scoreless. Lady Demons looking to break it open. Finley shows bunt. Takes the bunt. Ball gets by the catcher, and both base runners move up 60 feet. Now the Lady Demons have 2 runners in scoring position with no outs. It's your 1-1 pitch. Misses up, ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. For senior Finley Davis, she'll show bunt. Nice bunt. Third baseman will scoop it up, make the throw to first base. They'll get her, they'll send Roebuck home, and she'll score. Great sack bunt there for Finley Davis.
Now batting your senior, number 19, Alice Cantavia. Numbers number 19. And then Ali is number 8.
Great piece of bunting there by Finley. She puts that ball right where it needs to be, and great base running there by Roebuck. She lets the throw commit to first base and makes the trip home to score. Now we're up to senior Alice Cartabia. Transfer or foreign exchange student from Italy, who is also a senior here in the States. She'll swing and miss on the 1-1. Alice has jumped right in with the team. We're excited to have her. Sure, 1-2. There's a pop fly to second base. She'll lay out and make the catch. Wow, great catch by Peyton Capps.
Now batting number 8, Hallie Robinson.
That ball kind of hung for a minute. Started to fall short. Looks like it's going to get in the dirt, but Caps makes a great job of getting over there and do a full extension layout to make the catch. And there's 2 away. That brings up Hallie Robinson, who pops up on the infield. First baseman ranges back and makes a prayer catch. And that'll do it for the Lady Demons as they still push one across to get things going on the scoring. We'll be right back. You're listening to Duncan Lady Demon Softball, brought to you by Sparklight. Welcome back, Demon Nation, to Demon Stadium here. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. Lady Demons taking early 1-0 lead over the Lady Highlanders on senior night. If you got time, come on out, support these ladies. Gonna have senior festivities right after the game. Love to have you out. I know the volleyball team is in action just across campus. As Meyer will kick things off for the Lady Highlanders, she'll show bunt and foul it off. Addison Meyer, the Lady Highlander batter. McKenna Wilson back to work in the circle for the Lady Demons. Here's your 0-1 pitch. Right down Broadway. Strike 2. Here's your 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Now batting number 17, Hannah Santos.
McKenna Wilson is having herself a day in the circle on senior night. She has struck out 6 Lady Highlanders through 3 innings. The first pitch to Santos misses up. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes the ball. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out. Hits that outside. Corner, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Lady Demons up 1-0 here in the top of the 3rd inning on senior night. Swing and a miss. Here's your 2-2. Fouls it off. Almost fouled that right into her on deck. Hit her. Reaches out, but swings at the air, and that's strike 3, and the Lady Demons are dealing defensively behind the arm of McKenna Wilson. That brings up 9-hole hitter Cadence White for the Lady Highlanders. Shows bunt. Misses, but did stab at it. Strike 1. One is fouled off, and she's quickly in a hole. 0-2. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three through 3 innings. McKenna Wilson, the senior, has dealt 8 Ks and no walks. We are headed to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Your Lady Demons in the lead 1-0 over the Lady Highlanders on senior night. You're listening to Duncan and Lady Demons Softball, brought to you by Sparklight. Welcome back to Demon Stadium, where the Lady Demons are back to work on offense. And they flip the lineup back to the top, leading things off for the Lady Demons. Senior 00, the Reed Rocket, Jalen Reed. See if Jalen can get us something going here. The bottom of the 3rd. Lady Demons up 1-0 over the Lady Highlanders on senior night. Still got senior festivities to go. Still got time to get out here to cheer these girls on. And first pitch is up for ball 1. Here 1-0 pitch. Oh, way up and in. Adair back to work for the Lady Highlanders. So far, she's struck out 9 and walked 1 through 2 innings of work. That one hits that low outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Jalen had a pretty bunt that Brown was just able to make a good throw across the field earlier. As a 2-1 misses, 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's your 3-1. In the dirt, ball 4, and Jalen Reed will take a walk to first base to give the Lady Demons a leadoff base runner. I don't know a lot, Demon Nation. I don't pretend to know a ton, but I will bet you Jalen Reed will not be at first base very long. This is Mallory Taylor for her 2nd trip to the plate for the Lady Demons. Off goes Jalen Reed. There's the throw, not a chance. Stand up stolen base for Jalen Reed. One ball, no strikes. With no outs, once again, Lady Demons got a runner in scoring position here. The bottom of the 3rd. There's a ground ball to short, who boots it. Leaves it at her feet, and Mallory's going to be safe at first.
Now batting number 43, Ray Crow.
That brings up Ray Crow with no outs and runners on 1st and 2nd. That ball looked like it could be a routine ground ball. Of course, nothing's routine when you got the speed of Jalen Reed and Mallory Taylor, but she goes to scoop that ball up and just kind of leaves it there on the dirt. First pitch to Ray Crow, misses up, ball 1. 1-0 misses out. 2 balls, no strikes.
Go, Rag.
Look out, Lady Highlanders. This got the recipe to be a big offensive inning for the Lady Demons here. Popped up to left center. Center fielder ranges over, makes the catch. 1 away. Runners will have to stay as it didn't go deep enough to tag. That brings up senior McKenna Wilson with the runners on first and second, 1 out. Great catch by Nance out there in center field. First pitch to Wilson is a ball, and the catcher dropped it on her transition from her mitt to her hand, and both base runners move up 60 feet. Now you got base runners at second and third with 1 out. That ball's in the dirt. Great stop there by Meyer. That ball gets by her to easily score Jalen Reed. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Lady Demon on second and third. Up 1-0 here on a base hit to center field. Jalen will score. Mallory around second or third. She'll score. It's a base clearing single for McKenna Wilson on senior night.
Now batting, your senior, number 28, Jaylee Roba.
Just like that, the Lady Demons put 2 more on the board. And to run at first base for McKenna Wilson will be Lakin Reed. Second half of the Reed Rockets, Lakin, and I would be willing to bet she won't stay at first base very long either. We're gonna have a timeout on the field here as MacArthur coach is gonna try to settle these girls down. And
Remind everybody, we do have homemade ice cream at concessions. We have chocolate and buttercream available.
experience ultra-fast internet with our fiber-powered network. Customize your Wi-Fi options and enjoy seamless streaming, gaming, and connectivity throughout your home. At Sparklight, we're more than your internet provider. We're your neighbor. With local support, 24/7 tech help, and a focus on making life easier, we're here to keep you connected to what matters. We want to send a special thank you out to Sparklight for always supporting our Duncan Lady Demon softball as well as all of Duncan High School athletics. Thank you, Sparklight.
Family and friends that weren't able to make it here to the game tonight, we do have a live stream courtesy of Sparklight. It is on the YouTube channel for the Duncan Athletics.
That's going to bring up Jaylee Roebuck, senior Jaylee Roebuck for the Lady Demons. Lady Demons are going to have a base runner on first base with 1 out, up 3-0 here early, still early, bottom of the 3rd inning. Conference is over, and they're back to work in the circle. Good hard hit to center field. That might get over the center fielder's head. Oh, she ranges back and makes a catch. Lakin's going to have to scurry back to first base, but she'll get there safely, and there's 2 away.
Now batting number 7, Shiley. Oh.
Jaylee hit that ball hard. She put a charge in it, and it looked for a minute like that was going to get over the head of the center fielder, who just throws her glove up, makes a last-second over-the-head catch. And Lakin was already standing on second base. Off to second goes Lakin on the pitch, and she'll be safe for the Lady Demons' 3rd stolen base of the game. Good jump there by Lakin and showed the speed. Put another Lady Demon scoring position. For Shiley Orr, who gets ahead of the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0 misses up. 3 balls, no strikes. Nice pitch by Dare there on the 3-0. Comes right down the Broadway, right down the middle of the plate. Get back into the count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Ooh, big cut, but a miss there by Shiley Orr. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lady Demon on second base, looking to add to their 3-0 lead. Swing and a miss by Shali Orr, and that'll do it, but not before the Lady Demons add 2 more to the board. And we head to the top of the 4th inning. Your new score, Lady Demons 3, Lady Highlanders 0. You're listening to Duncan Lady Demons Softball, brought to you by Sparklight. Welcome back to Demon Stadium, where the Lady Demons are off to a 3-0 lead here in the top of the 4th inning over the Lady Highlanders on senior night. Said before, they'll have the senior festivities directly after the varsity game here before the JV game. We're going to stay here and stay locked in for you to be able to see that. Lady Highlanders will be back to the top of the lineup with Alicia Nance, as they're still looking for their first hit of the game. That first pitch to Nance is fouled to the backstop. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. McKenna Wilson is just flexing on senior night. We'll check her numbers here. She has faced 10 batters and struck out 9. It's pretty impressive. Kalega Brown shows bunt and fouls it off, as the Lady Highlanders are just trying to do anything they can to get any kind of production. They're just trying to put the ball in play, as McKenna Wilson has just thrown at them, around them, all over them. So 0-1 is just fouled straight back. She's a mile late. They just can't get the speed figured out of the senior McKenna Wilson. No balls, 2 strikes. Pops that one out of play behind the Lady Demons dugout. Kalega trying not to become the 10th strikeout victim for the Lady Highlanders. But she won't do it because that ball hit the inside corner. Strike 3. 2 away.
Now batting number 1, Olivia Santos.
That brings up Olivia Santos for the Lady Highlanders. There's a ball put in play. It'll go to Hallie Robinson, second. He'll backhand it, make the throw across the diamond, but it gets away from Jaylee Roebuck at first base. And the Lady Highlanders will have their first base runner.
Now batting Andrews.
Hallie had to do some tracking of that ball. She made a real nice backhand, made a throw across the diamond. We just couldn't secure the catch there in time. As Dylan Andrews shows bunt. Misses, takes a strike. Be interesting to see how they score that. I'll look in just a second. Hits that low inside corner. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Strike 3. There's strikeout number 10. I believe maybe 11. Let me update here. As the Lady Demons in the inning, the Lady Highlanders finally do get a base runner, but Strands are right there at first base. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Your Lady Demons lead 3-0 over the Lady Highlanders on senior night. You're listening to Duncan Lady Demons Softball, brought to you by Sparklight. Welcome back to Demon Stadium, where the Lady Demons are off to a 3-0 lead over the Lady Highlanders here on senior night. We head at the bottom of the fourth inning. Leading things off for the Lady Demons will be senior Finley Davis. See if I can get your inning updated here. Finley swings through that first pitch.
Let's go, Finn!
No balls, one strike to the right-handed hitting senior, Finley Davis. Takes the 0-1 up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Popped up on the infield. Catcher ranges over into foul territory. Makes the catch. 1 away. Pitch popped it up. That'll bring up senior Alice Cartabia, who will hit a slow rolling ground ball to second. She'll backhand it, make the throw to first, but she'll beat it. Base hit.
Now batting number 8, Hallie Robinson.
Great piece of hitting there. Looked like it could be routine, but she used the wheels, ran that ball out, and the Lady Demons have a 1-out base runner. Brings up Hallie Robinson for the Lady Demons. Love to see Hallie put something hard on the ground right here. Looks at strike one. They'll throw behind the senior at first base, but she gets back safely. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Lady Demon on first. Swing and a miss for Hallie there.
For next year.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. See if Hallie can shorten up here and put something in place, hit something hard on the ground. Good eye by Hallie there. That's a good take. Full count. Good take by Hallie. So we can do on the full count pitch here. Good hard hit. It's a fair ball. That's going to roll the corner. The state around second. Alice will round third. She'll score. Here come Hallie to third base, and she'll be in with a base clearing triple. Great piece of hitting right there with 2 strikes. Turns on that ball, hits a hard line drive. It gets to the corner. That brings us back to the top of the lineup with Jalen Reed. Man, that's a great piece of two-out hitting there. She gets the ball on the inside there, and she's able to turn on that ball, hit that ball hard line drive, just fair down the line, all the way to the corner. 2 balls, no strikes here on Jalen Reed with Hallie Robinson standing on third base for the Lady Demons with 1 out. So they look to add to this 4-0 lead. Three balls, no strikes on the Reed Rocket. Take a strike on the 3-0 count. They're trying to fight back. Strike 2 on that outside corner. Jalen will find herself in a full count here. 1 out. Looking to add to this 4-0 lead. She'll foul that one off to the backstop.
Go, Jay.
We'll do it again. Here's your full count pitch. Ball 4.
Now batting number 2, Mallory Taylor.
The Lady Demons will have runners on the corners here with 1 out. Be interesting. Yeah, the Lady Highlanders coach will take a time out here to talk things over. Be interesting strategy to see what Coach Miller decides to do here with the runners on the corners. He could Jalen Reed certainly got, but she could also kind of slow roll that steal and see if she could force a throw over there and perhaps score a pitcher. Get a number here for you. Looks like it's going to be Cadence White. We'll check in the pitch for the Highlanders. I did not see who checked into her spot at shortstop. We'll get that in a minute. But this is Cadence White, who will come in to try to minimize damage here that for the Lady Highlanders, as the Lady Demons are off to a big inning here offensively. They've already scored 1 and looking to add to it with only 1 out, and Hallie Robinson standing on third and Jalen Reed on first base. Here we go, back to action as Mallory Taylor will step into the box for the Lady Demons. See if Mallory can get a little bit of confusion with some short game here. See if she can put a bunt down and throw some confusion up. Oh, she'll be swinging away. Ball that goes foul into the Lady Highlanders dugout. Try to see if I can get that shortstop's number that checked in for the Lady Highlanders. No balls, 1 strike. Off to second goes Jalen, but Mallory fouls that one back. Those numbers are so bright, I can't see them. Green numbers on that pink shirt, just bright. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Ball is up, off to second goes Jalen Reed. They'll cut the throw in the circle. So there was your play call by the Lady Highlanders to cut that throw to try to force Hallie off the bag at third, but great heads-up awareness there by Hallie on third, and the Lady Demons have runners on second and third. As Mouse slowly fights back into the count here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's just 1 out. Lady Demons have 2 runners in scoring position. Full count. Looks like they've moved Nance over to shortstop. What a defensive move. Here's your full count pitch. Foul that one straight into the Lady Highlanders dugout. That's 2 she's put over there. Long at bat here for Mallory Taylor. Looks like Mal was trying to hit a hard ground ball down the third baseline there, but ball rolls foul. I think it's about the 4th time we'll do this full count pitch again. Making White work hard early here. Ball 4. Bases are loaded for the Lady Demons. There are Demons everywhere.
Now batting number 43, Ray Pro.
Tell me something, Demon Nation. Do you feel something brewing here? I sure do. You got bases loaded and Raylan Crow up to bat for the Lady Demons. I smell something brewing. White better be careful here. Looks like she's going to come right at her as that first pitch hits that outside corner for strike 1. Here's your 0-1 pitch. Hard hit to short. She'll bear down but bobble it just a little bit. She'll throw to third and get the force, but not before a runner scores.
Now batting your senior, number 36, McKenna Wilson.
That ball had some smoke on it. Shortstop Nance had a little bit of trouble fielding it cleanly, but she is able to scoop it up, make the throw to third to get the force play, but one does score, and Lady Demons add a run. Up 5-0 now on senior night. Hard hit ball by McKenna Wilson. It'll go off the glove of the second baseman into right field. 1 run will score. Ray will head to third base. And the misfortune just come hard right there for the Lady Highlanders, as that looked like the second baseman was going to be able to scoop that ball up, but it rolls off her mitt and into right field. And the Lady Demons score another run. So there's 2 outs, runners on the corners for the Lady Demons with Jaylee Roebuck. Off to second base goes Lakin Reed, who's checked in to run. Good spot for the senior right here on senior night to hit a hard blast and bring a run or 2 in. Oh, foul ball out of play. But she'll have to do it with 2 strikes here, down 0-2 on the count. But this has so far been the biggest offensive inning of the game for the Lady Demons. That's going to be a hard hit fly ball that goes out of play over the dugout, over the third base dugout. No balls, 2 strikes. Great take there by Jay. Sees that pitch just a little bit too far out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Another great take is White climbs the ladder and goes up there, but doesn't get Roebuck to chase. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lady Demon on second and third, up 6-0 here. Ball's in, ball 3. And from 0-2, Jaylee's fought all the way back to a full count. First base is open. Should they walk her? Boom! Hard hit ball to right center. It's going to hit the wall. Both runs are going to score, and Roebuck is in with a double. Great piece of hitting by Jaylee Roebuck there with a full count. Pitcher caught too much of the plate. She hammers that ball that comes down and hits about midway up the wall, the right center wall. She clears the bases and is in with a stand-up double. Lady Demons add 2 more. And that brings up Shiley Orr for the Lady Demons with a Lady Demon on second base and 2 outs. See what Shy can do to keep this going. That gets away from the catcher. Off to third goes Jaylee Roebuck. And the Lady Demons are a base hit away from putting 9 on the board. Hard hit ball out of play.
Go, Shiley.
2 balls, 1 strike. The Lady Demons looking to stay perfect in district play on their final district game of the year. Popped up, out of play. As they get set to host regionals here at home, starting, I believe, next Wednesday, as they'll bring in the same Lot MacArthur Lady Highlanders as well as El Reno. Got her on that outside low corner for strike 3, but the Lady Demons come in and plate 5 in the bottom of the 4th inning, and we head to the top of the 5th with the Lady Demons up 8-0 over the Lady Highlanders on senior night. You're listening to Duncan Lady Demons Softball, brought to you by Sparklight. Welcome back to Demon Stadium, Demon Nation, as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Lady Demons up with a commanding 8-0 lead over the Lady Highlanders. A lot Mac here on senior night. It's also get set to make their state run. McKenna Wilson back to work in the circle for the Lady Demons, and Grace Adair, the batter for the Lady Highlanders, who will take ball 1. Swing and a miss. One pitch, swing and a miss. One ball, 2 strikes. Strike 3, I believe. That gets by Von Felt, but she will run out of play without running to first base. She's having to run and touch the wall. She's having to run a lap there because she did not run out the drop, 3rd strike. 1 away. That brings up Peyton Caps. The Lady Highlanders. We'll take strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. We are in the top of the 5th inning. Lady Demons up 8-0. She swings through the 1-1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strike 3. 2 away. Caps puts up very little resistance as McKenna Wilson just does what McKenna Wilson does. That brings up Addison Meyer for the Lady Highlanders. Here with 2 away. Who swings through that first pitch for strike 1. I look around, there's seniors still all over the field, so Coach Miller choosing to keep all the seniors in on senior night. The 0-1 misses up. 1 ball, 1 strike. As the Lady Highlanders are trying to do anything they can to find their first hit of the game, as 1-1 is fouled off.
They got a hit earlier.
Here's your 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That'll do it for the Lady Highlanders. As McKenna Wilson adds to that K total, we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Score remains Lady Demons 8, Lady Highlanders 0 on senior night. We got senior festivities coming up for you right after the varsity game, right before the junior varsity game. Got time to come out here and do some supporting. You're listening to Duncan Lady Demons Softball, brought to you by Sparklight. Sir, we appreciate all they do. Go to your local Sparklight office and check on pricing. If you're in Duncan, go see Olivia or Lauren about pricing options. We appreciate Sparklight for all they do for Duncan Demon Athletics. Back to action here in the bottom of the 5th inning as the senior Finley Davis leads things off. As the Lady Demons look to add to that 8-0 lead. So here we go, Demon Nation. Finley fouls that first pitch straight to the backstop. Well, I see, nope, there's the other one. I only see one Mevo camera today, but I see 2. There's the other one over here. That one's going to have like a side view. It's going to be a weird angle. Here's your 0-1 pitch. Way out. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's like Cadence White back to work in the circle for the Lady Highlanders.
Good eye.
2 balls, 1 strike. I want to give a shout out to James and Barbara Miller, if y'all are listening in. That's Mama and Papa Miller. As Finley swings through the full count. As timeout will be called.
Go, Finn.
It's like Cadence White's not liking the pitching calls. It's like Major League Baseball in here. She's shaking some calls off. Here's your full count pitch. Got her on that inside corner. Strike 3, 1 away. Alex Cardabia. Also one of the seniors. This Lady Demon team. Will swing and foul that first pitch. No balls, one strike. A shout out, go to the stream on Facebook and post your name and where you're listening from. Be love to give you a shout out. So 0-1 misses way out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, if you'd like a shout out, go to the Facebook stream and comment underneath it where you're listening from and your name. We'd love to give you a shout out. Here's your 1-1. Hit hard but foul. Good hard hit. Now we're back to action. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th. Great take there by the senior. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, it hits her. Hits her on that outside forearm. She will head to first base.
Now batting number 8, Hallie Robinson.
Well, that's a good welcome to senior night on your own senior night. Get beamed right in there. Looks like it might have got her an elbow. That brings up Hallie Robinson for the Lady Demons with 1 away. One there. Hallie had a base clearing triple her last at bat. So 0-1 misses way in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Popped up to left field. Left fielder might give her trouble. She ranges under, tries to make a basket catch. Can't. In on it. She held her glove down almost like a basket style catch, and it hits her glove and bounces out. Now the Lady Demons with 1 out have base runners at first and second for the Reed Rocket, Jalen Reed, who will foul off that first pitch. Here's your 0-1. Shows bunt, but it goes foul. So much speed. By the time that ball even hit the dirt off her bat, she was halfway up the line. Oh, 2 misses up and out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jalen fouls that ball off and hits the very top of the backstop bar. Two balls, 2 strikes, as you heard the umpire say there. Was told earlier before the game started, Doug McQuain, this is his last game to work. I think he's going to be retiring. He's talked to him right before we got going, and Doug's been calling games for a long time as 2-2 is fouled off. Doug's put together quite the career. He's umped a whole lot of ball games, and he's ready to enjoy some retirement time, and I think this will be his last game. I want to wish him well in his retirement. Here's your 2-2 pitch. That ball gets by the catcher. Both runners will move up 60 feet. Now you have hard hit ball down the third baseline, goes foul. Action, full count here for Jalen Reed. We'll pop another one foul over the third base dugout and out of play. That ball heads to the parking lot. It seems like this might be the 5th full count pitch we've had so far in this at bat. Jalen putting together a long at bat. Another hard hit. Guess what? Foul ball. That time Coach Miller did make the stop. Stuck his hand down there and dug that one out of the grass. So let's do it again, Demon Nation. Full count pitch. Lady Demon on second, third, 1 out. Looking to add to this 8-0 lead here on senior night. Just gets a piece of that to the backstop to stay alive. I should have been keeping track how many fouls this was. Let's do it again. That's going to find green grass. It's going to score the runner from third. They're going to send the runner at second. That's a base clearing 1-out double for Jalen Reed. I think is that ball game? That's run rule. Ball game, run rule. Lady Demons win in run rule fashion. Boy, that happened fast. You blink, one swing of the bat after about 50 foul balls. Jalen Reed finds green grass over the third baseman's head. And the Lady Demons score both runners from second and third base to put 10 on the board and enforce the run rule over the Lady Highlanders. And they will finish district play this year undefeated. Undefeated Lady Demons go unscathed, unblemished, perfect in district record as they start getting ready to host regionals here, as well as start getting tuned up for state. I think we do have Lindsay coming in next week. I think Tuesday for a home field game. That'll be a really good tune up for the Lady Demons. And then the following day, the next day, they will start their regional bracket right here at Demon Stadium, where they'll welcome in the same Lady Highlanders team as well as El Reno. We're excited for that. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we have our Sparklight players of the game coming up. We're going to take a small break. We'll come back with that as well as the senior festivities. We'll keep the camera rolling. I'll talk you through it just a little bit and let you make sure you catch all of that action. But final from Demon Stadium, Lady Demons win this one 10-0 over the Lady Highlanders on senior night to finish district play perfect. We'll be right back with your Sparklight player of the game. You're listening to Duncan Lady Demon Softball, brought to you by Sparklight. After talking it over with the boys in the booth, we've come to the decision that your Sparklight player of the game will be players of the game will be our seniors on senior night. On a night where just about everything went right, You just got to bow your head, yeah. Give a big round of applause to all the seniors out there that come out and balled out on their senior night. So Jalen Reed, McKenna Wilson, Jaylee Roebuck, Finley Davis, and Alice Cardabia. Those are our Sparklight players of the game. Congratulations to our seniors. They get ready to get with their families out on the field and have senior night, and we will keep that rolling here for you. But I want to say it's been an exciting season. This has been an exciting team to watch. The Lady Demons have played hard, and they're just getting ready to jump into postseason play and get tuned up for regionals and the state run. We do have a JV game coming up as well right after the senior festivities. I'll go final there. So your finals 10-0 tonight here at Demon Stadium. I'm going to take a short break until they're ready to start the senior festivities, and we'll still have it rolling here for you if you want to tune in, and then we'll have the JV game. But that's it for the varsity game tonight. I'm Jimmy Akers with the live stream team. Appreciate you tuning in, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Duncan Lady Demon Softball, brought to you by Sparklight. Welcome back to Demon Stadium, Demon Nation, where kind of a cool moment going on here is they've invited all the parents of the senior players out on the field to play catch one last time with their senior kiddo. Cool moment. You can see that going on the field. All the white shirts there are the parents, and players, of course, in the uniforms. I'm told that each player is going to they're going to round the bases, and at each base, their teammates are going to give them a gift. Just a second at the plate, they'll receive their and Coach Snyder. Be moving the camera just a little bit around on it. There's the senior parents get a round of applause from the crowd. And I haven't seen one overthrow yet. Proud of the parents there. Nobody sent one out to right field yet. That's a lot of pressure. Nobody wants to be that first parent that, oh, we did have a drop right down there on the end. We had a drop. That's okay. We still ain't overthrown nobody. I see Shara scooted way up, though. We got Shara Hennon scooted way up here. Looking good, though. Both sides. I just now seen Alice down here.
They're going to announce the player, put the sash on, then you play whenever you're supposed to play. Okay?
They're starting off at first base, I guess. We appreciate you.
Cool moment here on senior night. I forgot to mention in the game as well that varsity game that McKenna Wilson threw a no-hitter. So congratulations to McKenna Wilson on the no-no. That's a big one. She went 5 innings, surrendered no hits, no runs, walked nobody, and struck out 14. So congratulations to McKenna Wilson with, I don't know, probably her 20th no-hitter. I do not know the numbers there. I'm being sarcastic, but would not surprise me a bit if in McKenna's career of through high school and summer ball, she's thrown 20 no-hitters. Would not surprise me, but no was thrown on this field today for senior night by one of the seniors, and all right, here we go. It looks like senior festivities is about to commence. As you see, each groups of players here there's on first, second, here on third. Coach is going to be down here around the plate. As the player will be announced, I'm told the player's name will be announced. They'll come out they're going to make the trip around the bag as their voice was recorded earlier in the week to say their farewell letter to softball and everybody they want to thank and anything they want to will to other players and all the good stuff. That'll be played as they make the trip around the bags. I believe that's what I was told.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get started.
Here we go.
Our first senior who's going to make her walk around is going to be number 36, McKenna Wilson.
McKenna Wilson, the first senior recognized here at Demon Stadium. She will head to first base to meet her teammates there. Looks like she's getting some roses at first base. So her mom put a sash on her, I believe.
To my grandparents, thank you for being my biggest cheerleaders. For always doing a great job after the game and always being one of the loudest ones on the track.
Big hug for all their teammates at first base. She will head to second base.
Thank you for always pushing me to be the best I can be and for always believing in me. Thank you, Coach Miller, Coach Snyder, and Coach Mullins, for the countless hours you've put into me and this team. I will carry the lessons you guys have taught me for the rest of my life. To my teammates.
Big hugs there.
My best friends and my family to me. Each and every one of you has brought so much joy and laughter to this team. The love that is shared.
Now she heads to third base.
One piece of advice I want to leave you with is to enjoy every moment and to always work as hard as you can. The 4 years you get fly by, so make them count. I've made many great memories since freshman year, but one of my favorites was junior year in Brookhaven. We had a day at the lake and we all stopped down front.
Her daddy told me today that
My future plans are to compete
he would keep those sunglasses on. He was not going to remove them sunglasses during senior festivities.
as a chapter in my life is coming to an end. I know that the memories and lessons will stay with me forever.
Mike and Amy are some amazing parents. They've done a great
From the very first time I picked up a softball, this game has been a part of who I am. I never thought I'd finish my journey anywhere else. You reminded me why I fell in love with this sport in the first place, and you gave me a home when I didn't even realize how much I needed one. To my coaches, thank you for pushing me, for believing in me when I doubted myself, and for teaching me lessons that stretch far beyond the field. You've helped me shape me into not just a better athlete, but a stronger person. To my parents, every mile, every late night, every early morning, every single sacrifice you made was for me. I'll never be able to repay you for the way you poured into me, but I promise I'll carry your love and your lesson with me everywhere I go. To my brother, thank you for all the times you caught me when Dad couldn't. I know you didn't always want to, but you still showed up for me. Without you, I wouldn't be standing here today. Chasing these dreams, I'll never forget that, and I'll always be grateful. To my teammates, you aren't just girls I played a season with. You became my family. You made me laugh when I needed it and picked me up when I was down, and gave me joy back in the game. My favorite memory will always be sitting together in the cabin, doing Bible studies, and realizing for the first time that Duncan was truly home. That's when I knew I wasn't alone, that I belonged. To the underclassmen, my advice is simple. Don't blink, because one day you'll take the field for the last time and you'll wonder where it all went. Play every single pitch with
Jamie
gratitude.
created at home by
Play every inning
Coach
like
Miller
it could be
and her
your
parents.
last. Keep Christ at the center. Stay positive.
Take a family
and never
picture
take
here.
for granted the gift of this game. This season, this year, this community has given me more than I could have ever dreamed of. So thank you for giving me a place to belong, for giving me a family, and for giving me a senior year that I will carry in my heart forever. Number 28, signing out.
Great moment for Jaylee and her family.
Our next senior up is going to be number 27, Finley Davis.
Finley Davis. I've watched Finley.
Has really shaped me into the person I am today. From picking up a glove for the first time to walking up the field for these last few times as a senior, I wouldn't be the person I am today without waking up at 5 a.m. to take me to tournaments, staying up until 2 a.m., bringing me home. They have stuck by my side and pushed me
Off
not
to
only
first goes
to be the
Finley.
best player, but the best person I can be. To Hayden and Briscoe, the best siblings I could ask for. Y'all have watched me and been by my side through it all, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I love y'all, and I'm so thankful to have your love and support through anything and everything. To my grandparents, I truly wouldn't be the person I am today without y'all. From pitching every day in the summer in Nana and Pop's backyard to practicing in Gigi and Jella's tailgate before an OU football game, y'all are always there to help me in every way and support me through everything. To my coaches and teammates, this year has been the most amazing senior year, and I couldn't have asked for a better one. The love and support is truly one of the most uplifting and encouraging things I've experienced. From Bible studies to being there for each other through rough times on and off the field, y'all have been far more than just a team. This softball family is nothing short of amazing. Thank y'all for everything. The Chick-fil-A parking lot my freshman year, splitting 7 people on a 2-person tube and broken boat, and so many moments in between. I'm thankful for each and every one of the memories I have made with this softball team and family. Lastly, I want to thank God for giving me the opportunity to play this sport, meet so many incredible people, and make the memories I've been able to create these past 8 years. Number 27, signing out.
Finley Davis heads home to meet the coaches and her family. Take a good picture. I believe we have 5 seniors on the squad this year.
Our next senior coming up is 00, Jalen Reed.
Jalen Reed introduced. Jalen was a Comanche transfer as well.
From the first time ever picking up a softball at 4 years old to now being
We're
a
so
senior,
thankful to have her
softball
to
has
be a
always been
demon.
something I've done my entire life. Even though I've taken breaks and time off from it, but I've
Mom and
always
Dad,
found
Nick and
my way back.
Melissa Reed out
Y'all
there.
shaped me into
Big
a man
hug.
I could have never
Great
imagined.
family
I am forever grateful
there
for
as
the
well.
things you've done things filled with
Big
amazing
Lady
people
Demon
and amazing
supporters.
memories too. I am very grateful that God led me to where I am today. As my time as a high school softball player runs out, I want to
So he
take
heads
a
to
second
first
to thank
base.
all the amazing
Nick, the
people
owner of
that have
Veteran Bat
brought me to
Company.
where I am today. Dear coaches, from high school to travel ball, you have always pushed me to be the best I can. You always believed in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. Thank you for the countless hours you have
Jalen's
given me
also
this
had
season and always
several
holding me
offers
dear. Your impact
for
on me
her
as
to
a
play
person
ball at the
extends beyond
collegiate
the ball
level,
field, and I will carry the lessons
and
I have learned with me as I grow up.
waiting to get an
To my
actual
parents, I
commitment
want to
from
say
her
thank
on
you
where
for all
she's
the
going to
time
play
and effort
ball
you have put into me.
at the next
All the
level.
late nights and early
But it will
mornings with
certainly be
family.
somewhere.
Your constant support and love meant the world to me. Your encouragement to me has been something
One of the
I will
fastest
personally
kids I've ever
remember as
seen.
tough love type encouragement. The figure it out type encouragement. Even though at the time you might have made me mad, I understand now where you were coming from. Y'all, my biggest fans, and it means so much to me that you're always in stands with me. To each of my grandparents from a young age, every single one of you have taught me the importance of faith instilled in me. Your values have been with me through ups and downs. Each of your prayers, wisdom, and encouragements have been a constant source of comfort for me. I am so grateful for the way you have reminded me to trust in God through trials. Thank you for your always showing up for me when I needed you. Thank you for being such great role models for me and our family. I also want to thank my mom, my sister Lakin, and my Aunt Kiki for always being someone I can go to and confide in. Your voice brings me peace and comfort in chaos. Your advice, support, and love has always been something I'm grateful for. Dear teammates, thank you for each and every single one of you for being like a best friend to me, but more like family. All of the countless laughter throughout practice and games bring me so much joy playing a sport. I want to leave you with this piece of advice. Cherish every second you get on the softball field. Even though sometimes it's hard to think about the good things, but try to find fun through the hard things. Most importantly, keep God close to your heart because without Him you are nothing. I have many incredible memories from Broken Bow to just practice, but one of my favorites on a softball field is when it was the first round of the state tournament my junior year, and we stole the field maintenance guy's speaker at the pregame. They eventually took it away, but we still won. As I continued my journey as a softball player, I want to continue playing softball in college as I pursue my degree to be an equine vet. I've known since I was little that I wanted to do something involved with horses. I truly believe that has been something that God has laid on my heart to do. It taught me how to react to adversity and grow from experience. Thank you for every single friendship I have made throughout the years. 00 signing out.
Reed Rocket signing out.
Our last senior for the night is going to be number 19, Alice Cartavia.
I started playing softball when I was 12 years old, and to be honest, I didn't have a great experience with my team initially. Many times, I thought about quitting the team or even giving up the sport altogether. When I arrived in America, I had to think hard about whether or not to play softball, since my
She's
experience
from
in Italy hadn't been
senior
very
from
good.
Italy.
But then I remembered the happy moments playing the sport, and I decided to ask to join the team. All I can say is that I think this was
Comes
one of
to
the best
America from
decisions I've
Italy and
ever made.
has
First of all, I want to thank the
jumped
coaches
right
who
in
gave
with
me the
these
opportunity
Lady
to
Demon
play and
squad.
play with this amazing team. A thank you also to
Has
the girls'
found her way
parents.
right into all
Even
their
though
hearts.
they didn't know me, they've always supported me. To my host mom, Brooklyn, thank you for always being
Who
there
was
for me.
told
I
this
will
isn't her
forever
first
be
year to play
grateful and
softball. She did
thankful
play
for
some
the moments
softball in
we had
Italy.
playing together and the amazing memories I will carry back to my home country. I also want to thank my parents from Italy for everything they've done for me, even if I often get on their nerves. It's only thanks to their hard work that I'm fully enjoying this experience that I will always carry with me and
It's
never
a great
forget. Finally, I
opportunity
want
for
to
her to
thank the
come to
team.
America
I
and
think I've never played
come to
with such
Duncan
a
High
good and
School.
united team, both on and off
She's
the
made a
field.
ton of new
They are
friends and
always kind,
a whole
honest,
team full of new
supportive,
family.
and absolutely amazing players. I feel so lucky to have shared this experience with you, and I wish each of you all the happiness and success in the world. I would love, especially to the seniors, JJ, Kenna, and Millie, that next year will start a new life in college. Thank you everyone for letting me carry these memories with me forever. I will miss you so much. 19 signing out.
And that should do it for senior festivities.
We're gonna announce the MacArthur seniors.
Oh, okay. The team is going to recognize the MacArthur seniors. Great moment here. I think they are going
Let's
to
give them another round of applause.
present
These are
the
all of our seniors for the
MacArthur seniors with a rose.
At this moment, we are going to announce Lawton MacArthur's seniors as well. Number 9, Alicia Nance.
Alicia Nance, announced as a Lady Highlander senior, and she'll be presented by a rose with the rose by Finley Davis.
Number 15, Grace Adair.
Grace Adair will be presented a rose by Jalen Reed.
And number 17, Hannah Santos.
Hannah Santos will be presented a rose by McKenna Wilson. Great sign of sportsmanship there. That'll do it for our senior festivities. We're going to take a small break. Be back to stream you some
At this time, y'all,
Lady
separate
Demons
from
softball
Duncan Public Schools,
JV.
something just personal from myself. I would like to say a prayer for these young ladies as they move on through the rest of their senior year and go on through the rest of their lives. If you'll bow with me. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for this day that you've given us, Father, for the beautiful weather you've allowed us tonight for this softball game. Father, we come to you and say thank you for all these seniors that you've given us, Father, as these young ladies move on in life and to move on to their next sports and whatever it is that is coming for them. We ask that you be with every single one of them, be with every single one of their parents and their family members, as this is a big step in their life. We ask you to be with them and be with everybody here. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
All right, Demon Nation, that'll do it for senior festivities here. We're going to wrap it up at Demon Stadium. We'll be right back to stream the JV game. I probably will not broadcast the JV, but I will stream it for you here. So stay tuned in. We'll be right back. You're listening to Duncan Lady Demon Softball, brought to you by Sparklight.